Fluid lines and fittings. Question: which coupling nut should be selected for use with half-inch aluminum oil lines which are to be assembled using flared tube ends and standard and nuts, sleeves, and fittings? Answer: AN 818-8. Question: metal tubing fluid lines are sized by wall thickness and answer: outside diameter in 1/16 inch increments. Question: rolling type flaring tools are used to flare blank, blank, and blank tubing. Answer: soft copper, aluminum, brass. Question: from the following sequences of steps, indicate the proper order you would use to make a single flare on a piece of tubing. 1. Place the tube in the proper size hole in the flaring block. 2. Project the end of the tube slightly from the top of the flaring tool, about the thickness of a dime. 3. Slip the fitting nut and sleeve on the tube. 4. Strike the plunger several light blows with a lightweight hammer or mallet and turn the plunger 1/2 turn after each blow. 5. Tighten the clamp bar securely to prevent slippage. 6. Center the plunger or flaring pin over the tube. Answer: 3, 1, 6, 2, 5, 4. Question: hydraulic tubing, which is damaged in a localized area to such an extent that repair is necessary, may be repaired. Answer: by cutting out the damaged area and utilizing a swage tube fitting to join the tube ends. Question: what is an advantage of a double flare on aluminum tubing? Answer: more resistant to damage when the joint is tightened. Question: a certain amount of slack must be left in a flexible hose during installation because, when under pressure, it Answer: contracts in length and expands in diameter. Question: the term cold flow is generally associated with Answer: impressions left in natural or synthetic rubber hose material. Question: what is the color of an and steel flared tube fitting? Answer: black. Question: which of the following statements is / are correct in reference to flare fittings? 1. And fittings have an identifying shoulder between the end of the threads and the flare cone. 2. AC and fittings are considered identical except for material composition and identifying colors. 3. And fittings are generally interchangeable with AC fittings of compatible material composition. Answer: 1. Question: flexible lines must be installed with Answer: a slack of 5 to 8% of the length. Question: the maximum distance between end fittings to which a straight hose assembly is to be connected is 50 inches. The minimum hose length to make such a connection should be Answer: 52/2 inches. Question: excessive stress on fluid or pneumatic metal tubing caused by expansion and contraction due to temperature changes can best be avoided by Answer: providing bends in the tubing. Question: the material specifications for a certain aircraft require that a replacement oil line be fabricated from 3/4 inch 0.072/5052-0 aluminum alloy tubing. What is the inside dimension of this tubing? Answer: 0.606 inch. Question: in most aircraft hydraulic systems, two-piece tube connectors consisting of a sleeve and a nut are used when a tubing flare is required. The use of this type connector eliminates Answer: the possibility of reducing the flare thickness by wiping or ironing during the tightening process. Question: which statements about military standard MS flareless fittings is / are correct? 1. During installation, MS flareless fittings are normally tightened by turning the nut a specified amount, rather than being torqued. 2. New MS flareless tubing / fittings should be assembled clean and dry without lubrication. 3. During installation, MS flareless fittings are normally tightened by applying a specified torque to the nut. Answer: 1. Question: when flaring aluminum tubing for use within fittings, the flare angle must be Answer: 37 degrees. Question: scratches or nicks on the straight portion of aluminum alloy tubing may be repaired if they are no deeper than Answer: 10% of the wall thickness. Question: flexible hose used in aircraft systems is classified in size according to the Answer: inside diameter. Question: when a Teflon hose has been in service for a time, what condition may have occurred and or what precaution should be taken when it is temporarily removed from the aircraft? Answer: the hose may have developed a set, or have been manufactured with a preset shape, and must be supported to maintain its shape. Question: a scratch or nick in aluminum tubing can be repaired provided it does not Answer: appear in the heel of a bend. Question: which of the following hose materials are compatible with phosphate ester base hydraulic fluids? 1. Butyl. 2. Teflon. 3. Buna N. 4. Neoprene. Answer: 1 and 2. Question: which tubings have the characteristics, high strength, abrasion resistance, necessary for use in a high pressure, 3000 psi, hydraulic system for the operation of landing gear and flaps? Answer: Corrosion-resistant steel annealed or 1/4H. Question. When installing bonded clamps to support metal tubing. Answer. Remove paint or anodizing from tube at clamp location. Question. In a metal tubing installation. Answer. Tension is undesirable because pressurization will cause it to expand and shift. Question. The best tool to use when cutting aluminum tubing, or any tubing of moderately soft metal is a. Answer. Hand-operated will-type tubing cutter. Question. The primary purpose of providing suitable bends in fluid and pneumatic metal tubing runs is to. Answer. Prevent excessive stress on the tubing. Question. Which of the following statements is true regarding minimum allowable bend radii for 1.5 inches odd or less aluminum alloy and steel tubing of the same size? Answer. The minimum radius for steel is greater than for aluminum. Question. A gas or fluid line marked with the letters FDN is. Answer. Used to carry a hazardous substance. Question. Which statement is true regarding the variety of symbols utilized on the identifying color code bands that are currently used on aircraft plumbing lines? Answer. Symbols are always black against a white background regardless of line content. Question. If a flared tube coupling nut is over-tightened, where is the tube most likely to be weakened/damaged? Answer. At the sleeve and flare junction. Question. When installing a castle nut, and the nut castellation does not align with the cotter pin hole in the bolt within the torque range, the acceptable practice is to. Answer. Change the nut or washer and try again. Question. Which statement concerning Bernoulli's principle is true? Answer. The pressure of a fluid decreases at points where the velocity of the fluid increases. Question. 1. Bonded clamps are used for support when installing metal tubing. 2. Unbonded clamps are used for support when installing wiring. Regarding the above statements. Answer. Both number 1 and number 2 are true. Question. Which statement is true regarding flattening of tubing in bends? Answer. Flattening by not more than 25% of the original diameter is permissible. Question. A 3/8 inch aircraft high-pressure flexible hose as compared to 3/8 inch metal tubing used in the same system will. Answer. Have equivalent flow characteristics.